Melbourne Cup, get ready to gamble. And today we're going through some gambling numbers. These are going to blow your mind, and stay tuned.
Mind blown. Melbourne Cup, it's the day of the punt. Some might call it Australians' favourite pastime, having a beer, getting together with mates and having a good old punt, having a slap, getting a bet on the horses.
It is a good day, isn't it? It's fun day. It's a fun day. Let your hair down. Employers, employees, get off work all day, part of the day, and they enjoy each other. They enjoy a bit of food. They enjoy a bit of a punt on an animal.
Just being a little bit festy, like you said, letting your hair down, enjoying each other's company. And whether you choose to gamble or not, that's entirely up to you. Look, I personally, I'm not much of a gambler. If I was to put a bet on anywhere, though, it would more than likely be the horses. And my strategy is going for the most creative name.
Yeah, well, I haven't even looked at the creative names. Can we have a look? Can you bring that up while you're over there?
Yeah, absolutely. Bear with me.
So Xanth, we were going through some high level numbers today.
We were.
We were looking at the amount of money people spend on a poker machine in a year.
Can anyone out there guess how much money? I'd love to guess. How much money? Okay, Mark, I'll put this one to you. How much money do you think per year Australians spend on gaming poker machines?
Well, I did say this off air. I'll say it again because now I know the answer, but I'll say what I said off air. 800 million is the number I threw out there.
Interestingly, you're far from the truth. Now, according to my Google search, Australians lose more than $11.4 billion per year on poker machines. Now, we're not trying to say we need a poker machine reform or anything like that. These are just the stats, and we're relaying numbers to everyone. $11.4 billion a year is wow.
Yeah, Luke thought 3. So it's, I think you were saying off air, 68% of people will have a punt on a poker machine. And out of those 68 people, they will lose an average of $2,800 a year.
Yes, that's correct.
No wonder why we have such a beautiful RSL club in DY.
That's very true. Yes, it is beautiful. It is the money-making machine of the RSL.
Yeah, it is, and it is a machine. Gambling, having a punt on, what was the next one? Horses.
Horses, yes. So according to the stats, we have $3.5 billion spent on racing per year for the Australian community, which also, look, it's less than half of poker machines, but still $3.5 billion is a lot of money.
What a punt. Where are we going with this? What's the, what's the bottom line, Zan? That's, you know what, it is, and we're just having a poke. We're not really, we're not saying, this is terrible or this is great, but talking about the pros and cons of it, there is a level of entertainment there.
Absolutely. It, like we said today, earlier, it's a fun day out. Yeah.
And I guess, these guys that are having a punt, they're sort of with friends, they're with family, they're having a meal. There's a level of entertainment involved in it that if you do take it away, then you're taking away a bit of fun.
Yeah, it is a social outing for a lot of people it's not a problem. And like we're saying, we're not trying to discourage or dissuade anybody from having a bit of a punt. It is one of our favorite pastimes. When you look at how much money we spend, of course, as a community, as a society, we love doing it. But I suppose when you put it into context, we can punt on horses, we can punt on racing, or you can have a punt and throw some money into real estate.
You know what? It's going to be, I guess, two of them are programmed to inevitably lose. The odds of the property investment of 28, if you're putting in 2,800 a year, like in poker machines, for instance, the odds of that are a lot greater than on a horse and then on a poker machine. I think on the horses, there are analytics behind, for instance, uneducated betting. If you didn't know how to play poker, or you didn't know how to play sport on sports betting, or horses, you didn't know horses, an uneducated bet, the analytics on that, you're like a long way ahead, losing. But when you transpose it across to property, if you look at an uneducated bet on property, your odds are really good that you're going to do well over the, particularly if you stick to metro, your odds are really good that you're going to make some money there.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, if we think about that 2,800 you would lose each year annually, imagine what we could do with that money as a purchaser or even as a real estate agency in terms of things like additional money to boost marketing or things like that. Mark was saying off air, we don't advertise on TV. We don't have the same apps and the same marketing that's constantly funneled to you as a real estate agency than you do as a gaming collective group like Sportsbet. So they're definitely making a lot of money. They're out there doing all of their marketing, driving all of these initiatives to loop you in and have a good time.
And have a punt. And I guess to rewrap that as well is, when you're watching the footy, the amount of advertising you see to encourage you to have a bet, the amount of advertising you see for people to encourage them to throw money through a poker machine with entertainment and stuff like that. If that's big budget material these guys have got so they can promote their product. And real estate, you don't see real estate properties being advertised on television as example, but you do see sports bet advertising on television. So it's an interesting concept. I guess the profit margins are ginormous, like gigantic, in companies like Sportsbet and their industry, and it's a growing industry as well. It seems to be going bananas. But anyway, I think that's probably a show, and you don't know who you're betting on, Zan?
I don't. Absolutely no idea. Like I said, my strategy is to go with the most creative names. So I have actually Googled on the side here some of the names that will be featured in today's Melbourne Cup. So Knights Order, Montpellier. I might go with Numerian because it's Numerian. It's a nice, fun name. I mean, I have a weird name, so I'm naturally drawn to. Numerian is a holy Roman emperor and a delicate charm.
And what else? What other names are there?
So Luke's just said number 6, Without a Fight. We've got Kimura, Dorvel Legend, Stockman, Vow and Declare. That sounds kind of fun too. That's horse number 10. Young Weather, Hu Ya Mao, Serpentine, Diequest Jr. There's a fair few. Here we go.
How many horses are there?
Don't throw this on me. So I'm going down the list, down.
How far down the list were you?
Melbourne Cup. Maybe I'm on the wrong year. How embarrassing. How fun. Look, I don't know. This is just embarrassing now. My forte,
it's all good.
My forte is not in horse racing or gambling. I'll just pick a fun name and I'll throw my cheeky $5 behind that.
Just go with it. And if you're Northern Beaches, come down to Harbord Hilton and say g'day. That's where we're going to be from 3 o'clock onwards.
Yes, it'll be a fun day. Everyone, no matter where you are or what you're doing, just have fun with it. We're Aussies. We love to have a punt. Have a great day and good luck surviving tomorrow. I'm sure there will be plenty of sore heads out there.
People are ready for it. People are ready. Take care, Xanth. Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.